All right, let's get started on our prep work here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut up our chilies, I'm gonna chop our garlic, I'm gonna chop our ginger here, and I'm gonna mince our onion. And all we wanna do is just give the chilies just a nice little cut. You can see I'm just doing this on the bias real quick here. It's not really important to have it so uniform. Okay. The garlic next, and I'm just gonna hit with the back of the knife. And just again, just a nice rough chop. It doesn't have to be finely minced. We got our ginger, and what we're gonna need to do is to peel it first. So I'm just gonna cut around the ends here real quick. And then you can just use your knife and just give it a little scrape. And then take the peel right off. And yeah, all we're gonna do is just give it some slices here. Okay. And we're just gonna turn those around. And we're gonna give them a very small dice here. And then lastly, just gonna take the bottom part off, take the top off, a couple juliennes like this, across, and get a very nice small dice. Just gonna dice up our chicken. I kind of prefer big kind of chunks in this recipe here. Okay, put that right in the bowl. You guys can kind of take a look and see how easy this prep was. Took no time at all. All right, so what I've done is I've set up a dredging station. I've got my 3 flours right up here. I've got our chicken here, our egg, salt and pepper over there, and a couple large mixing bowls here. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season the chicken here with just a little bit of salt and pepper it as well. What I'm gonna do is whisk up this egg real quick. Let's bring this over here to our chicken. And then we're just gonna give this a little mix. Now we're gonna add our 3 starches to this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add the chicken. And we're just gonna give it a little bit of a toss. All right, so let's start our sauce. I've got our onions and garlic and ginger and red peppers that we had chopped up earlier. I've got some broccoli here, which we'll steam in that water in just a little bit. Some mirin, some sugar, and of course our soy sauce. So let's start our sauce here. I've got a sauce pot, and I'm gonna turn this on to medium, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add just a little bit of canola oil here. Okay, we're gonna add our onions, our ginger. I actually like a little extra ginger in this recipe. Okay, our garlic and our pepper flakes. And let's make it spicy. I'm just gonna turn up the heat just a little bit so you guys don't have to wait too long on this. All right, so you can hear our aromatics, they're sweating away here. Okay. What you want to do is sweat them for about 2-3 minutes or so. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to add our mirin. Okay. And add our sugar. We can add some water. The soy sauce tends to be fairly salty, so you need to cut that. Okay. Let's grab our soy sauce. All right. Then we're going to bring that to a simmer, and then we'll thicken with some cornstarch. All right, so our sauce is coming up to a boil here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lower the heat. Okay, and then what I made is a cornstarch slurry. Oops. And this is what's going to thicken our sauce here. I got a little whisk and let's pour some of this in here. All right, We're looking for a nice glaze consistency. Something that's not too goopy, but something that's not too thin either. What we want to do is make sure we bring it up to back to a boil. Then we know that the cornstarch is fully activated. You can see it has a really nice consistency here. All right, so our water has come up to boil here for our broccoli. And easy enough for steamed broccoli. Just add the broccoli to it. And again, it's really important to season pretty much all the components that you're working with. So we're gonna just season this with a little bit of salt. It'll help keep the color as well. I'm just gonna take my spider here. And I'm just gonna put it in our bowl over there. All right, that's ready to go, and that's our dredged chicken. I'm gonna double check the temperature, and I actually like frying in cast iron. The thing about cast iron is it doesn't really give up the heat too much. 360 degrees. Okay, that's all right. So it maintains a very even temperature, which is really great for frying. And so what we're gonna do is, one of the tips I definitely wanna give you on frying is that you definitely don't want the oil to be more than halfway in your pot, because once you start to add your ingredients, obviously that's gonna add to your pot and that's gonna elevate the oil, but also it tends to foam or bubble up as well. So you really have to be careful about it going over the sides. So just a quick little safety tip there for you, okay? And let's get some of this chicken in there. And what you want to do is just drop them ever so lightly. You definitely don't want to splash. All right? So kind of drop them halfway and then kind of let them go right into that oil. You can see how it's starting to bubble and percolate there. And if we had that oil up to the top, it would spill over. And if you have a gas stove, that's actually very dangerous. Okay. And we're not going to fry these all at once, but I figure maybe 2 batches here. And if you can hear that, that just has that perfect little singe and little percolating sound to it. That's something you're really looking for when you're frying. Just know the oil is not too hot or it's not too cold. Obviously, if it's too hot, it will burn. If it's too cold, the chicken will start to absorb a lot of that oil. This chicken, you can see it's nicely golden brown. I'm just going to put it onto a sheet tray that I lined with a paper towel. You can also use a wire rack, or if you want to get really fancy, you could use a paper towel first, then a wire rack as well. So, okay, there's our chicken. All right, let's finish this dish. So I'm just going to grab the sauce off of the stove over here, and I'm just going to set this down on the cutting board here. I've got my rice all set, ready to go. We have our blanched broccoli right there, and our chicken, which I ended up putting in a mixing bowl here. So what I'm going to do is just going to grab the sauce here. I'm just going to drizzle some on, just like that. You can see I've added a good amount of sauce, and this is only half of the chicken. Just gonna give that a little bit of a mix, and then we're gonna let it sit for just a second here so the chicken can actually absorb that sauce. That looks pretty good there. All right, let's go up here. Let's grab some rice. This little bowl there. And let's go ahead and add our chicken. I like mine with the little extra sauce I can soak into the rice. Let's right there. Let's get our beautiful green broccoli here. More sauce here to just get it really glazed up. All right, so there you have it, General Tso's chicken. Hopefully you found this video educational and enjoyable, and that you'll try your own General Tso's chicken at home.